Hello everyone, welcome to Caroline's Craftery and welcome to 2022. I hope everybody had a good holiday and I'm bringing you the monthly freebie. So for 2022 I have decided that I'm going to be doing a page spread, so you'll get all the elements and stuff for the page spreads. And my plan is I'm going to do the one every month, and then in December of 2022 I am going to assemble them all and make a journal from it. But I'm probably going to use some throughout the year as well. So I hope everybody had the great holiday season, and here is January's freebie. Now it has 4 pages. So in this one you get a couple of library cards and pockets and a few little extra goodies. And here's the backs for the library cards in one of the other pockets. So you can assemble and mix match these, so you know, the cards are a bit different and the pockets are different and whatnot. So it'll give you a little bit of variety on how you use them. You can just use the library cards, you can just use the pockets, you can just use the pages. And then you will get 2 journal pages. And this is one of them. And this is the other one. So this January has a little bit of a blue and green theme happening. So hopefully you will like these projects. So remember to like and subscribe and share and all that fun stuff, because it does help. And I would love to have more and more people join my channel and take part in the freebies. So the idea, of course, is I printed mine on both sides. I can see that I need to trim that. I did trim this page. It will print borderless if you want it to. Trim that down a little better. There we go. And of course, once you fold it in half, and there will be your journaling page. They're probably all going to be like a botanical nature type theme. Probably throw maybe some animals in there, some birds, some butterflies, etc. I'm going to try to do most of them so that they go together. And I didn't do a very good job folding that, but that is okay. So I've cut out all the things just to save a little bit of time. Now for these 2 cards, I do want to back them. So I have a little piece of tea-dyed paper here. And like I say, it's just going to be like a page spread for a journal. And you can mix and match the pieces, and hopefully mix and match the pieces throughout each month. So I've got some goodies that I thought I might use for decorating. This is called Crystal Flash. Now it's actually a fly tying material. I don't know if you can see the shimmer in that. You should be able to in the camera. But it's very small fibers of, I don't know what it's actually made out of. I guess probably a plastic. But I might use some of that in here as well. Just because it's kind of nice and shiny, and the blue color worked great with it. Now this was some that hubby had that he didn't want anymore, so I grabbed it up for journals, and I think it's so pretty. I used to tie fishing flies as well, but junk journal takes up all my time now. So I've got a couple laying on my desk now. So I'm going to just put these on here, and once they're glued down, then I'll worry about cutting them down. I'm just going to use art glitter glue. You could use any kind of glue you wanted. Take the stuck glue on the end. The reason I didn't cut these out close to the edge was because it's nice having that little edge when you're gluing it down, because then it tends to get to the edge a little better. So I'm going to just quickly glue that up. And I have printed this on a 24-pound copy paper that I get at Staples. I find regular copy paper just isn't quite thick enough. I like something a little more thicker. So I'm just going to use this. This is something that somebody gave me. It's a Mod Podge thing, and it's just a rubber, really hard rubber, but it works great. And I presume that's what it's for, so that's what I use it for. Let's quickly glue up this. It really does help the channel when people share and subscribe and all that stuff. So. Okay, let's glue that down there too. And I thought I'd do these pages on camera just to give you ideas on what to do with them. And this is a little bit new to me, doing pages. I've done a number of tutorials, but this is a little bit different. And I do want to back that. And I think that's all that I need to back. So this is just a little T-card type thing. Quickly put some glue onto there. And as I say, I'm going to do each month and then put them in a journal together, but I'll more than likely use different things throughout the year to make journals and whatnot. Okay, so now let's fold up these two pockets. Now I do have a scoreboard, but I don't usually use it. I just use my ruler and a stylus and do it this way. I just line the ruler up with the line. Just go over it a couple times. And I usually find that that is more than enough. If I use my scoreboard, I gotta get up, I gotta get it. It sits on the very top of my desk. And I find it just quicker and easier to do this. And because the lines are right there on these, it makes it really, really easy. And as I say, you can mix and match these on what you want to do, where you want to put them, and whatnot. You could just use these as a pocket. You could use the backs as a big journaling card. Possibilities are endless. And I thought this would give you lots of fun little items to play with. So just do that. I have given a little bit of thought to what I wanted to do beforehand. But that's always subject to change. Okay, so there is those. So I'm going to do any assembling before I put the stuff into my journal. So I could put these on either way, depending on what I wanted, what look I was going for, etc. Because they are the same size. So I'm going to do it that way. And do I want... Nah, yeah, I think I will. I'll do some thumb notches. So I've just got, this is a paper shaper, 1 3/8 circle. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do any of this. It's all what you want to do. We're only limited by our imagination. Okay, so there's that. So these will go down. I am going to ink. So for this second, I'm just going to ink that edge. Because the rest I'll ink after I get it all put together. So we've got that. So let's go ahead and glue these down, and then I can do any embellishment after. I know a lot of people like to do all their embellishing before, and there is no right or wrong way. So let's just put some glue onto here, and on there. And then we just need to line this up, get it on there fairly straight, and there we have a library pocket. And let's do the same to this one here. And I don't know, you guys probably know this, but when you're folding these down, the one that's on the bottom, if you put it on top of the sides, then when you put your card in, it doesn't catch. It slides right down here. Or hopefully it slides right down there. I guess that can vary depending on what you're putting in the pocket, etc. But it does help a lot to do your pockets that way. Okay, and let's glue that one down as well. So a person could make these as simple or as complicated as you like, just by adding stuff to it or not adding stuff to it. Okay, so let's ink up the rest of this now. And I'm using Tim Holtz Distress Ink. I do my best to remember to distress everything, just because I like the distressed look, and I find it helps cover up any imperfections of the item. Covers up any white spots that maybe you didn't cut it out perfectly, like that's usually what I end up doing. Okay, so there is those. The pockets are pretty much done now, except I am going to decorate a little bit. So let's cut these goodies out that I glued together. They should be dry by now. I have not totally decided how I'm going to use all the goodies in this. Remember to go back and look at all the other freebies. This will be my 3rd year doing a monthly freebie, and I enjoy every minute of offering these goodies to you folks that follow my channel. Freebies are a really great way if you haven't used digitals and you're thinking about getting into them or just getting into them. It is a great way to find out how you like them. When I first started junk journals, I thought I would never use a digital. And now here I am, selling them in my Etsy shop. I use a lot of digitals and I absolutely love them. I think they're great for people that don't have a lot of room, because then you don't need a big paper supply. You can just print off what you need when you need it. And there is so many themes and whatnot out there. Mind you, there's lots of goodies you can use in a journal. A lot of times people will ask me, you know, what kind of things can you use? And I tell them if I can tie it down, glue it down, fasten it down, somehow I can use it. So I have a couple very interesting goodies that I found at our Lions Club garage sale, which I plan on making journals out of. And I think they're going to be totally awesome. Let's just throw that up there. So there is these library cards, just very simple. One has words and stuff, and the other one is plain. So, and I will probably end up stitching on these, but I'll do that towards the end. So for decorations, we've got these few little goodies that I cut out from the kit. The flowers, I did leave a little white border around them. I find that once they're inked up, they look nice that way. So, but I want to put this on one of the pockets, and I think I'm going to use, gotta find the end. There is this lace, but it's got like applique flowers on it. So I'm thinking I'm going to use one of those just to give it a little more dimension. And it's been really chilly here. It was minus 25 Celsius last night, which not 100% sure. I think that's around like minus 12 or so Fahrenheit. Okay, so I'm thinking that can go on there. But also I want to get some of this in. I've got a couple laying out here. I'm thinking on just putting a few of these, just kind of draping them. Not sure how well you can actually see this stuff on camera, but it just gives a really nice little sparkle, but not something that's, you know, really bright and colorful. You can just kind of see a few sparkles in the background. So just trying to get them to lay a little bit. There we go. Let's put some of this on. I probably should use my Fabri-Tac for this, but this glue will work. And try to just put it on like the thicker parts of the applique. I've used it before for this type of stuff. Okay. There we go. And I'll just trim off that crystal flash a little bit. So there's that, and I'm thinking on putting this here. And I think a little bit of cheesecloth. Now this is cheesecloth that I dyed using fabric dyes. I believe I did a little video on it. Not so much what I did, but I did a little video on all the stuff that I did. And I had some, I think there's still some in the shop. I don't think there was cheesecloth, but there's some dyed flowers and whatnot in the shop yet, I think. I think we'll just put a little piece of that behind there. And say I'm not doing anything fancy with these. Can't remember what I wanted the other stuff for, but I had ideas for it all, so hopefully my ideas will come back to me. If not, well, it'll turn out whatever way I make it today. I would love to see pictures or videos of stuff that you've made with the freebies. So you can let me know if you've posted a video or anything like that. And when I get around to making the journal, I'll do a tutorial on whatever I make for the cover. Haven't thought that far. So there is pretty much a finished tag, and then that will fit in there, like so. But we'll be doing some stuff to that. This I'll probably just use in one of the pockets as well. So there is one pocket done, and we have this one. And I have this lace that says Cherish. I was thinking about using one of those. Okay, let's just trim that up and let's see if we can fray this end a little bit. Here's that. So I can put it there, or I could put it on the top. Now if there was a card in here, oh, we could still see that on the top. But I might put ribbon on the top of those cards, so let's keep it down here. I think I want to ink this up a little bit. Just, it's not white, but I would like it a little dirtier, so try to get that edge a little bit on there. Okay, a little better. So I'm thinking there, and to kind of make it go with the other one, I'm thinking maybe a couple of these laying across the bottom. Kind of do that, then they'll stick out the edge. To find this stuff, you would have to go to a fly tying shop of some kind, or a shop that sells fly tying materials. I don't know what is around where you live. We have a fly tying shop that is just, maybe 5 miles away from us. So hubby usually gets most of his fly tying materials there. But he does order online, so you can find it on places like Amazon, etc. And as I say, it's called Crystal Flash. There's also one that is called Flashaboo, which is kind of the same stuff. And like I say, they have all different colors as well. I probably have probably 10 different colors of it. I don't use it as often as I would like because, like I say, I really like it, and just that little bit of shiny is so nice. Okay, so let's just put that there. Okay, now let's glue up this Cherish piece of ribbon. Hope I'm staying in camera. I raised my camera up a tiny little bit, so I can't really see the screen anymore. So we'll hope for the best. Okay, let's put that down, and that'll hold down this shiny, glimmery, fun stuff. Okay, and let's just trim off the edges a little bit. I'll probably save all those little pieces too. You never know what I'll use them for. So there is that, and I'm debating if I want to... no, I think I'll wait because those cards will be in there. So I'm going to say that that's almost done. So now let's bring in the page, and I'm going to decide, first off, sorry for my reach, I'm going to trim this page off even since I folded it. Not sure what happened with my fold, but this is a Tim Holtz. It's a 9-inch cutter, and I love it. The only time I dig out the really big one is if I'm going to be cutting 12 by 12 papers. So I want this one on here. Now I could make a pocket there, I could make a pocket there, I could make it into a flip of some kind. Those possibilities are endless, really. And then I think I will do this one. Where will I do this one? I think I'll do it on that page. So let's... because there's going to be other pages, so these two won't be together in the book. And then, of course, I can put it anywhere on the page. And I think I'm going to put it, I think there. And I think I'm going to leave this as a pocket, just in case. I don't know for sure if I'm going to put something in there. But it will be nice too. And don't want to do any stitching. No. I'll maybe do some stitching on the card. Okay, so I am back. Although you wouldn't even know that I was gone, but I looked at my camera and found out it was not videoing, so I had to find out where I left off. So I left off when I was starting to glue this down. Now, I glued it down and we left the spot there so we can put a tag there if we want. So the second one I put on this page because there is going to be more pages in between these. And this one I left this side open so we can put something in there. So we've got that. And then I inked around the two cards and I did round the corners. I thought that it might look nice. So with these, I'm not sure yet what I was going to do. I am going to do some stitching around these. And I've had a few people ask me that they wanted to watch me do some of my hand stitching. So I think when I go to do these, I'll start a whole different video. And I'll show some of my hand stitching around them. I'm just going to trim some of this off because I'm thinking I might put one of these on there, and I was thinking on doing it and then it'd kind of be like a pull thing on there. Now I wonder if I could do so it'll kind of be like so. And then do I want to do the sewing underneath it or over? I think I'll do the sewing underneath it. So we got that for there. And I'm thinking another little piece of cheesecloth. Let's just trim this. Just maybe, just to give it something a little extra. Thinking just something like so for there. And then maybe just a little extra flower there. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's ink up this. And I like the little bit of inking around the edge and the little bit of the white around it when I cut it out. When I make these, I never put a border around them to print them because different people might want different things. And this kind of gives you the option to do either and or. So I think I'm going to put that there. So that's kind of how that tag is going to be, but I think I want to stitch that first. You don't have to stitch. Stitching is a preference. I like it, and I do all my stitching by hand. Now this one, I think this I'm going to put on one of the pages inside the journal. And actually we could do that right now. I'm thinking on putting it right there. And then I might do a little bit of Winkastella or something on the flower. But we can do that at any time. So let's ink the edge of this. And there I am with my hands way up out of camera range. So let's put that right here. So let's glue that down. Okay. Okay, there's that. And that kind of just blends it all together again as well. And even though these won't be together, but so that's the start. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a totally different video, and I'm going to stitch these, in which I'm going to do kind of real time on one of them. That way if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. So you won't be able to tell that I'm gone, but I'm going to be gone for a bit and do that, and then I'll be back. So I am back. I've got the two library cards done. This one here, when I stitched it up, I just added a piece of lace and just a piece of this Cherish ribbon, this little decorative part there, just because it was laying there. So that's the stitching done. I did get the video done on the hand stitching, so stay tuned for that, or it might even be up before this one. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there to hold this down in place. I kind of decided on this beforehand. And then I've got some more of this Flashaboo crystal flash stuff, which I'm going to lay across that away. Just figure it'll tie it into everything else. And now I'm going to glue that, but I don't want this top part glued, so I'll just glue there. Because I am going to let it stick out the top some. So I'll just get some glue there. And put that down there. Okay, and let's trim off that stuff. So there is that one. Nothing fancy or extraordinary. Oh, and I was going to put this flower on this one. I think I'll put it right down there, just to give it a little extra. I hope you like this year's freebies and hope you find them useful. Took me a while to try to decide what to do, so okay, there is 2 library cards for in the pocket, so let's clean that. So then we've got this here, and 1 card can go in there, and I think this will just tuck in one of these pockets like so. And then 1 card in there. So there we have a journal spread. And like I say, I'm going to do the 12 months, and then I'm going to make a journal out of them, add some extra papers, you know, tea-dyed papers, etc. And I kind of like it. Hope you like it too, and we will see you again soon. Bye.